Good morning, guys. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, I'm going to get straight into it because yesterday's video was too long, and I don't want to do that to you guys today. It's just supposed to be 5 minutes. I'm a talker. It's not a problem. It's a solution. So today's topic is perception. Love this topic. So it's perception, and it's how to change your perception, obviously on a negative event, not a positive event, because you don't need to change your perception. It's all good. Your perception is great. Negative. I hate that word. Oh, shouldn't say hate. Not good to say hate. Gotta stop saying it. Okay. So you're at a grocery store, you're shopping, you're grabbing whatever you need to grab, you go to the till, the cash register, she's rude to you. Like, what the hell? You're walking down the street, some guy nudges you. Seriously. You're trying to get a parking spot. You're ready to go in, you're making that turn, somebody beats you to it. These are tiny, tiny, tiny examples of situations that can be negative and give you a negative perception on the situation. You're at that cash register, you're at that grocery store with the cash register. You don't know what's going on in her life. You don't know what happened to her day. She's not being rude to you because, she made a plan of action to see your face and say whatever it is that she said. That guy that's running down the street that nudges you for no reason, you're ready to call him an a-hole. You don't know why he's running. You don't know what his life is about. You don't know if he's being just rude or whatever it is. The same thing with the parking spot. These little things happen all the time. And either you can talk about them, meet up with your friends and say, hey, man, this day has just been off. This cash register did this. This person nudged me. The parking, da-da-da-da-da. You're talking about it. You're bringing it out into the universe. The universe doesn't hear that you're talking about it because you don't want it. You're complaining about something that you don't want. It just hears you talking about it. So it's like, I'll give you more of this. And I'll give you more and more and more and more and more and more. You don't want that. Change your perception on the tiny situations. Tiny situations. Let it go. Cash register's rude? Smile at her. All good, girl. I do it all the time. Somebody nudges you? Pretend it's a dance move. Dick. Anyway, let it go. Person steals your parking spot? It's all good, mate. Take it. It's yours. Obviously, you needed it more than I did. On to the next. On to the next. Larger scale of perception? A breakup. You're with somebody for maybe 6 months, maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, a marriage, kids, who knows what it is. You're in a relationship. The relationship comes to an end, yeah? You don't want it to end. They don't want it to end. Sometimes it comes to an end. Breakups are hard. So, how do you change your perception into something positive? Simple. You make a list you write down weeks as far as how long it's going to take you to get over it, It could be a week, it could be a month, it could be 6 months, it could be a year, whatever it is, how long it is. You can even ask your friends that have been in relationships, hey, how long did it take you to get over this person or that person? And they'll tell you, it took me 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years. Hey, I'm still not over them. So say to yourself, all right, I was with this guy. I'm in love with this guy. I've been with him for 2 years. He was my heart, my soul, my everything. I'm going to now give myself 3 months to get over this guy. 3 months. He's got 3 months. That's it. So you write down week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you start looking at it. And then you say, okay, I'm going to take the first 2 weeks and I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry every day. I'm going to drink. I'm going to suppress my appetite. I'm not going to eat anything or I'm going to get fat. I'm going to eat everything. I'm not going to call anyone. I'm not going to pick up the phone. I'm not going to be present. I'm going to spend 2 weeks just letting it all out. And you should do that. You should do that. I'm not saying you should get fat or suppress your appetite, but you should let it all out. You got to let out the emotions. You can't let that build inside. Talk to your friends. Talk to your family members. Do whatever it is you need to do. Cry. Let it out. And then come back to your piece of paper and say, okay, I'm on week 3 now. And look at the piece of paper in front of you because you've now written down 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 weeks. And you're like, okay, I have, another 10 weeks to get over this person. How am I going to manage that time? Rule number 2, manage your time. No, don't do that. Look at it. Look at it before you go through it. Look at all the time that you're going to spend getting over someone. Don't do that. Let it out. If it takes you a couple weeks, if it takes you a month. It can be hard, Marriages aren't easy. Relationships ending, it's not easy. There's a lot of different factors. There's a lot of different things that are involved in the situation. It's not easy. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that analyze it, look at it, make a plan of action to get over a negative situation, to change your perception into a positive situation. And when you can actually look at it and you can see, hey, I'm going to waste a lot of time. Change your perception. Say, no, that's not going to happen. This person is not going to get that much time from me. They're not going to get my grieving for months, for years, for a decade. It's not going to happen. And don't let it happen. Change your perception. Something Tony Robbins said a couple of weeks ago, and I've heard Oprah say this before. I heard Maya Angelou say this. I've heard many people, even Les Brown. Life is not happening to us. It's happening for us. And what if these negative situations were just a way to help us grow, help us get onto the next chapter, onto the next phase? So that's what I do with negative situations. I change my perception. Your perception is everything, from that small little scale of the cash register lady upsetting you to a large scale, a relationship ending. Change your perception. If you have any more questions about perception and what it means and steps on how to change your perception and how to overcome different types of negative environments that are difficult to change your perception on, leave me a message. Ciao.